Gay Milwaukee, Jinx here, and today we have a very special, fantastic guest on the show today. We have Michael Fisher, the owner of This Is It. How are you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing wonderful, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, in need of a haircut.
Oh my gosh, yeah, who is it? Peep the hat.
Yeah, so you're going to have to get everybody up to speed for those who don't know. Tell us about yourself and This Is It.
Well, my name is Michael Fisher. I'm one of the owners at This Is It Bar downtown in Milwaukee in Cathedral Square area. I started working there a little over 5 years ago as a bartender, and then after a while became a manager, and then once my current business partner, his late business partner, passed away, he asked me to hop on board, and obviously I love the bar, so I couldn't pass up the opportunity, and here we are today.
And how old are you?
I'm 27.
That's amazing for a 27. I don't know any other 27-year-olds that are bar owners. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm very, very honored and humbled by it, especially with the establishment that I am lucky enough to be a part owner of. So I've tried to keep it what it is, but also keep it moving forward at the same time.
Oh, yes. So as we all know, This Is It is Wisconsin's oldest gay bar. There's a lot of history and a lot of love and just so many things that are attached to that in the gay community. Can you just tell us about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we opened in 1968 by June Brame. She founded the bar. Shortly after, then her son, Joe Brame, came into the bar, and then he worked with my current business partner, George Schneider, previously before I hopped on. So it's got quite a bit of history. Started kind of within a family, and then came down to me and George here, but our main goal is basically to keep it what it was when June opened the bar, but also still moving forward, obviously, with new things going on in the world, obviously currently now, staying current with the times and whatever might be going on. So that's kind of been my goal since stepping on to, I guess, part ownership with the bars. There's a lot of history. There is a lot that the bar has built it for itself over the past 52 years now. So my goal basically coming into it is to keep that exact same, I guess, part and foundation that founded the bar, but also kind of help it progress throughout the years for the next 50 years. So it's a great bar. I think there's a lot of history to it. You can tell by the customers that you can meet in there that have been coming there. I mean, there's people that have been coming for more than 30 years, and you know them maybe better than your aunt or uncle some days, it seems like. So it's a pretty close family there, and it's something that I hope will continue for much, much longer to come, especially after all this wonderful stay inside type of stuff is over with. We can all go out and come back into the space that we enjoy so much.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get to that. I know you brought up the keeping things fresh and new and current, especially with you guys being the original gay bar. You guys have been very innovating with being a part of the Rainbow Crosswalks, virtual drag shows, the 18 plus night. What is the driving force behind that?
I think that is really the part that comes with keeping something what it is, because it already has been done so well for so long, but also finding different ways to, I mean, I guess I could say different platforms to kind of grow the business, but also just doing other things within the specific community. I mean, Milwaukee as a whole, I think, is a very proud city. And then when you look at the LGBTQ scene within that, it's an even prouder community, I feel like. So yes, we are a gay bar, we are a LGBT establishment, but we also do try to keep our eyes open to other things. Like the Rainbow Crosswalk really wasn't anything for This Is It specifically. Yes, it is by our establishment, because that's the first Pride Parade went down Wall Street there. The Cathedral Square area itself was very big once they started doing Pride and things like that. So we wanted to just give something more to the community as a whole to be proud of. Yes, as LGBT people, we love seeing a Rainbow Crosswalk, but even if you're not involved specifically in that community, just seeing it around your city and being made aware that, like, yes, Milwaukee 20 years ago might have had, I think we had like 17 LGBTQ bars plus maybe, and now we're down to, I want to say, like 8 or 9. So it's just a reminder to everyone in the city that yes, you do still have that community here. We are proud to be here. And I guess the driving force behind that was really to just remind people that you got a lot of people in this LGBT community that love Milwaukee, love what it is, and we want everyone else in the community to kind of recognize this and recognize what we have to offer as well. So that was just a driving force behind that, is just finding stuff that, yes, will maybe benefit our business, but also as a community, just kind of bringing people together to different things. Staying connected through this online drag show is just something like, yes, we can't all go meet each other out for a drink right now, but if we can all watch drag shows that we miss so much in the establishment that we're used to, then I'll watch online. It's kind of funny to watch people comment on each other. Obviously, it's drag queens, so you get a bit of reading and shadiness and whatever, but it's all in good fun and good heart, so that's just something we've been doing to try to keep everyone at least feeling a little more normal on a Friday night. Even if you may be sitting at home, it just still feels a little bit more like you're in your what you're used to on a weekend, which is the good old Milwaukee LGBT community.
So we got with COVID-19 happening, a lot of the community is talking about you guys that this is a huge landmark, and we talked about a very historical place, especially in the LGBT community. And especially with the landscape of the gay community bar scene, you guys are very important. Everyone's talking about you. What's going to happen next? Where are we at, too?
I think pretty gradually things are going to open up. I don't know when it's going to be. I think everyone does have their own opinion, and everyone is staying up to date as much as they can and what they believe. But I do think it is at least going to be a gradual opening when things do pass over. I don't think one day they're going to open and we're going to get our full capacity. It might be something along the lines of 50 people or less again, which I think was the original plan once all of this started to come into tact. So I think it's going to be a gradual sense of people opening up. Even if they do say, okay, you can have full capacity, I do think people are going to be skeptical for a while to go into a giant crowded room. But that's, at that point, that specific person's choice. So we're going to do the best we can to roll with it and stay extremely clean through all this. Even when we have been doing our performances, of all the queens, we only allow about one in at a time to do their performance, come and do their number and leave. We have a spray bottle of bleach, wipe down the stage, stairs, everything in between performers. No one really gets to use a microphone unless you're singing live, and then we bleach it off. So we've been staying, I guess, up to date as much as we can on keeping it clean, and we tend to do the exact same for when it opens. Previously, before COVID-19, we do have a cleaner that comes in every single morning at This Is It, wipes the bar down head to toe, and we tend to continue that after this follows as well, but probably with a little more intense guidelines depending on what the CDC and things require of us to keep everyone as safe as possible while open.
Yes. And for all of those that want to help and just make sure you guys are in a good place, tell us how we can help.
So we do, once this all started, we did start a GoFundMe page, which is on our Facebook page. It's easy to get a link to. Another option we started as well about maybe 2 weeks ago, I want to say, is we started doing bar bonds. Kind of based it off the old war bonds that happened a long time ago. But basically, if you want to buy yourself a bar bond, it's like buying yourself a gift card for when we do reopen. But if you wait to use it, the value, the value gets greater. So if you buy a $25 gift card today, in a year, it's going to be $50. So just a way for us to try to hopefully bring some money in to help ourselves out, but also give something people to look forward to using in the future with even a little more value to it. And I guess aside from that, watching our drag shows does help as well. Specifically, we're not getting anything from it, but all the performers that are in the show, they're able to put their Venmos on the screen, the Cash App, any social media. So even watching those, it might not help This Is It specifically, but it does help a lot of our local performers get some help in these times too, because we don't really know what anyone specifically might be going through financially as well. So just ways to help This Is It, but also your local entertainers and people in the community here too.
Oh, absolutely. It seems like you guys are really keeping engaged, despite a lot of people are shutting down and they're just shutting down and going on pause, but you guys are still actively a part of this. Do you guys feel a responsibility to the gay community, don't you?
I think we do. I think This Is It being around so long, we've always kind of had that rooted in us, that we kind of have a responsibility to everyone to keep something going that's been doing so well for so long. And I think going through these extremely unique times really just kind of, it made us dig down even deeper to what we thought we needed to do for everyone else. And this is, I think we've come up with the most, I guess, safe and unique way we can to come up with things to get people still involved in This Is It, but also involved, just like I said, in the general community of Milwaukee, making sure people still don't feel home alone. You don't know anyone's situation at home, their financial situation. So just really giving everyone kind of that, like, I don't want to sound cheesy, but that beacon of hope and a light for something that once this is all over with and done, we can still all come together and feel like maybe we didn't miss as much as we thought we did not being with each other, because we still had some sense of connection and community, I guess, through this all.
Yeah. I have another question too, and I think this is kind of important because I still remember these days, but from when we first came out versus kids coming out nowadays, what is something you give to 18-year-olds, 21-year-olds coming out to the bar scenes for the first time, and how does that go? Tell us about that, because that's got to be a whole new different thing from when we were younger.
Oh, absolutely. The 18 and up is something that, well, both George and myself felt really, really strongly about trying to get passed in Milwaukee. I personally, like I said, I'm 27, but when I was younger, I grew up in a very conservative Christian home. I didn't have a ton of like people in the LGBT community around like my life personally. So I remember I believe they're not open anymore, but did you ever go to Plan B in Madison?
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, I mean, I wouldn't say I based it off the driving force of this, but for me personally, with my experience, when I was younger, I would drive to Madison every Thursday because they had an 18 and up night. The law in Madison is different than Milwaukee as far as how you could go about that. So that's why Milwaukee didn't have any options. But I would do that all the time, and it was really, I mean, it truly was just, it felt like I was being myself in an establishment, but also get to meet people in the community in a natural way. I feel like comparing times then to now, a lot of people who are younger and gay and want to meet other people in the gay community, there's a lot of apps for that. Totally fine, but that might not also be the most, I guess, safest, but also most like natural way of feeling like you can be who you are. So it was a really important thing for us to get the 18 and up night thing, just to get people feeling comfortable at a young age and out and about in the community locally here. But also, as far as performers go as well, I mean, I've seen so many performers now that are like 20 years old that just have such a drive and a passion that you can only imagine how they're going to be when they actually do become of age and perform at multiple places. So I think that's another thing that was really important in getting the 18 and up night, is because you see so many young drag kings, drag queens, bio queens, performers of any style, just really wanting to get into their art at a young age. And I think it's really important for us to do that. And that's why when we do have our college nights every Wednesday, we make the cast, it's basically an 18 to 21-year-old cast with like one seasoned performer, just to kind of show them the ins and outs to it. But it really was created to, well, first of all, like I said, get people that are younger to meet people in their community in a safer and more natural way, but also to get new performers and entertainers that might want at an early age to really start their art. It gives them a platform to start that and grow from maybe 3 years more than what they normally would do if they had to wait a little bit longer. So it was really important for us to get the 18 and up night, and it's been going great. Everyone's been super respectful. We really have no issues with the kids doing anything wrong or drinking or whatever. It's just, it's really nice to have everyone come together, meet new people, and then see a whole new wave of what the Milwaukee community is going to get from these younger entertainers and people in the community.
It really makes a difference. I have to, little story, one of the Space Cats, a bit younger, and he said he's a bit younger, he did his first debuting as drag there. He was so excited. You just lit up his heart. It made a difference. I swear to God, like what you guys are doing, like with that platform to create that very big family community environment, it really does make a difference, and it's so important. You guys got to keep doing what you're doing. I know a lot of people are rooting for you guys.
Thank you so much. Well, I mean, that's why we do it. It really is for everyone else to kind of have a space for themselves to really feel comfortable and feel like they can grow who they are, whether it's as a performer or just someone in the community.
Yeah. Well, once again, you guys make such a difference. You've been making a difference for, like you said, over 50 years now. That's incredible, especially just with the landscape right now. I mean, you guys have had so much success, and it just right now, I mean, like I said, everybody wants you guys to succeed, and I think it's just don't give up. No matter what happens, don't give up, okay?
Yeah, no, we definitely don't plan on it. I think things will pass over. We're just doing what we can in the moment to keep everyone still involved in the bar, but also, like I said, the community, just to make everyone feel like, okay, we're all stuck at home, but we can also every once in a while tune in and feel like it's a normal night out. We can all talk to each other in a little chat, and just gives it a little more of a, like I said, a beacon of hope for once this is all done, to open up and feel like it's a natural setting again.
Oh yeah, and you guys can be back and better than ever. I just know it.
Oh, absolutely. We did a few renovations. We got our dance floor replaced at the bar about like a week before quarantine and everything. So I'm ready for people to actually break it in finally, because it's just sitting there, and as much as I dance on it, it's not doing the same thing. So we have some renovations, things coming up that we've just been waiting for people to do. Obviously, we expanded the bar a year ago, so there's just been so much more opportunity for us as a whole. Previously to everything happened, but we're also really trying to stay on top of it and creative with what is currently happening in the world too.
Sounds good. Well, I have to say, this was a fantastic episode. I just know you guys are always destined for great things. I'm going to wrap us up. Me, Jinx, and Michael, we're signing out. Much love. Thank you for liking, subscribing, share this video if you care, and go down to the GoFundMe in the link below. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.